just find the lessons there to learn and then dig deeper. Feed your intuition, don't leave any stone unturned. Be the seeker of the truth. Listen when you hear it calling you. You know it's calling you. Far beyond all reason in your mind, there's a world mysterious, never you to find. All these questions that we always have, all we are is curious. Something wrong with that? So go around every corner, search every part of the sky. 'Cause a life that's full of wonder is a wonderful life. It's a wonderful life. It's a wonderful life. It's a wonderful life. When the answers look far away, look closer, look closer, look closer, look closer.
Hello, everybody. Good evening, good late afternoon. Looks like we have so many people with us tonight and so excited to have you. I'm Jennifer Krippner and I'm joining you from the lovely state of Minnesota. So happy to have you for our Wonder Rainbow. It's an exclusive activity, so I hope you all either have your Silk and Sonder journal with a notes page empty, or if you don't want to use a notes page, just grab a blank piece of paper. We're so excited again, like I said, to have you. Everybody who's dialed in tonight will automatically be entered in for a self-care gift raffle. So excited about that. Thanks for just joining us tonight and tuning in. If you've been to this Sonder Social before, that's great. We can just continue on. If you're a newbie, that's great too. We will be excited to have you learn all about what this Wonder Rainbow could be about. I'm excited to have Jennifer Ogilvie with me. If you mind coming on camera for just a moment, we can share you, and she will be joining us in the chat this evening. So excited to have you all the way from Texas. We're both on Central Standard Time, so it's about 6:30 p.m. One thing I'm loving about spring is that it's still light out. We're not sitting here in the dark, so still having a hard time getting adjusted to that. How about you, Jennifer? What do you love about spring?
I love that Texas has warmed up and I was able to put my seedlings, my tomato seedlings in the dirt. I've been digging in the dirt for 2 days now, so I'm excited about that. But I'm really excited to be here tonight. Team Jennifer.
Yay, we love that. I love that Jennifer was planting seedlings and we were shoveling snow this morning. So what a difference. But we know spring is coming and that's exciting. And with spring becomes a lot of wonder and a lot of rainbow potential and a lot of new experiences and opportunities for curiosity. And so we're excited about that. It's been actually 2 full years since I've been a Silk and Sonder member, and it was just exactly today when I was in San Diego finishing up a work trip when they said everything's stopping and we needed to get home because this was kind of when things were just beginning to be shut down. And I was so thankful to have Silk and Sonder as a tool for me to really think about self-care in a different way, have a tool to keep track of where I was at, where I was wanting to grow. And so I'm just really thankful for this experience and really thankful for having a community like all of you to think about my creativity differently, because I never really thought of myself much of a creative person. it was really the compassion and the community that I really needed support with. And so I'm so thankful for my journey over the last 2 years. And I'm so thankful to be here leading you this evening. So again, this month's theme is wonder. And I think it's perfect for spring. Like I said, as we think about moving forward and being curious about what the potential is as things kind of spring up and bud and become new potential for us. So our agenda for the evening is we're going to be doing kind of a centering wonder activity to begin with. And then we'll work on the Wonder Rainbow, and I'll walk through that in 3 steps so that it doesn't feel too overwhelming or consuming, but we'll walk you through that, and then we'll end with a closing. And Jennifer will be in the chat with you to kind of walk you through and answer any questions that you may have. And so to get us started this evening is our wonder activity. And I'm just wondering, what happens before a rainbow? What are the things that you think about when you think about a rainbow in the sky? What happens? For me, rain appears in the sky before a rainbow. And so what I would like for us to do is just practice a moment of mindfulness together with the acronym RAIN. And what I'll walk us through is the acronym RAIN really stands for recognizing. So recognizing what's happening to our mind, our body, where are we tense, where are our thoughts going, and then just really allowing whatever we're experiencing to just be there, just as it is, not fighting it, not judging it. And then turning to wonder and really investigating with that wonder and that curiosity. Where might that be coming from at this moment? And again, without judgment. And as we do that, how might we nurture ourselves? How might we show ourselves some compassion? And how might we provide some self-love just in this few moments that we'll spend in this mindfulness practice? So that's the framing of RAIN. And you may have had a different framing of RAIN in the past, but as I think about what we really need in order to have our Wonder Rainbow activity mean the most to us, I'd really just like to invite each and every one of you to put your pens down, put your journals down. I invite you to close your eyes. I invite you to stare at your gaze at the floor if you don't feel comfortable in whatever setting you're at to close your eyes. And I invite you to practice with me. And I invite you to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And just recognize that you're here with us now. And you've created this space and this moment for yourself. You've allowed yourself to carve out this time to really explore for you this potential rainbow idea of hopes and dreams of what might come up for you. Just recognize in your body what's happening as we take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. You probably noticed many thoughts from earlier in your day, things that may have been on your mind before you joined us. Just simply let them go for now and return your focus back to your breath. Taking a breath in and a breath out. Noticing potentially the stress in your neck and your shoulders. Releasing that tension just for this moment and taking another breath in and a breath out. allowing yourself to just experience this moment just as it is. Allowing your mind to shift from those distractions, allowing your mind to shift from those aches and pains. Just being here with me right now, wondering, being curious. What will the next 45 minutes be? How can I open my mind? How can I think differently? And how can I be present to really allow myself this space and time for me? Whatever that may be, no judgment, no preconceived notions of what has to be. We're breaking up with perfection. Time is for you to have it be for whatever you need it to be tonight in this moment. Let's take another breath in and breath out. Let's put our hands over our hearts and nurture yourself with that self-compassion. And allow yourself to just be here for you. Again, if it's just for this few moments together, taking a breath in and a breath out. Allowing the breath to be for you and for your love for yourself. Breathing in and out. And one more breath in. And one more breath out. And now I invite you to open your eyes and welcome back into the space together. Maybe just roll your shoulders, adjust your position. And I just invite you to share in the chat if you're feeling more present, if you're feeling more ready to begin our wonder activity, our wonder rainbow, and be here for each other, here for yourselves. And I recognize, I'm sure that you're all in busy households and there's things going on around you, but just congratulate yourself for just taking a few minutes for you and really for just being present and recognizing, allowing, investigating that wonder and nurturing yourself. And thank you for walking through that experience. Sometimes we can do that just for 30 seconds or 60 seconds. Sometimes we can just walk into our closet or the bathroom at home and take that minute for that rain to just wash all over us, and take a minute just to breathe and slow down and capture what we need to do to be able to be present for those loved ones around us, our kids, our family, our teammates. And now we can move into our next activity. And so thank you for walking through that with me. And so probably you're wondering, what is this rainbow activity, this wonder rainbow? This is a beautiful image of a rainbow, and I am definitely not creative that way. So I thank you to the Silk and Sonder team for creating that image. And then here's some more colors. You can see that I have my favorite color on tonight, this bright magenta pink. So I'd love you to turn to a notes page, or just a blank page if you don't want to start with a notes page. You can also transfer whatever we start tonight into a notes page. Sometimes I like to just take a scratch piece of paper first. You can use pencils, you can use your markers. I don't know, I love the paper mate markers. They're kind of just my easy go-to. We're gonna draw a rainbow and I'll give you a couple more examples. So before you start to do anything, let me walk it through with you. We're gonna draw a rainbow in 3 sections. The first section can be the bottom arc or the top arc, whatever you decide, is really gonna be what's our dreams, our wonders, what's our hopes. It could be for the next week, the next month, the next year, and it can be about anything, and I'll walk you through that. Section 2, so probably the middle arc, is where are you feeling blocked to get to that dream or that wonder or that hope? What's blocking you? And what kind of questions could you ask yourself to get to those dreams or get to unblocking those things? And then the section 3 is really action oriented. So what are the actions that you want to get unblocked or that could help you get unstuck? And so I'm going to share with you kind of what an example diagram could look like on your page. It doesn't have to look like this. You can get super creative. You might want more space in between your lines, depending on how much you want to write. And then this is mine that I created. So I have some yellow, hope and wonder. Kind of 2 words that really stuck out to me. So the top arc for me is kind of my dream, and I used my favorite color up there. So I have this idea that's been bubbling up in my head of a that I want to launch my own business. And it's really helping to support others that are going through a tough time. And so on the right-hand side of the arc, one question I wonder about is if the impact of this business could go global, because it would be online. I wonder if the tool could be profitable or break even, or if I should even be thinking about it from a financial standpoint. And then on the left-hand side, I wonder if my idea is too big. And then I always go down the road of, if not me, then who would be doing this? So then the inside is like, what are the roadblocks that I keep having? Like, why haven't I launched this? And why am I not doing that? And then the green are my action steps. And so I'll get to those because I'm going to break this down. We're going to do 3 different songs. I'm going to walk you through the first one. We'll take some time with a song and you can write your first one, and then we'll come back and we'll talk through the second arc, and then we'll come back and we'll talk through the third arc. So don't feel like you have to do it all at once. And then the key down here is my colors. So dreams and wonders are pink or magenta. Open questions is blue, and actions is green. And like I said, you can make this however you want. I'm going to give you some other examples. So there was another Sonder Social, and these were posted in Sonder Club. You may have seen them and you wondered, like, what's this Wonder Rainbow about? So here on the left-hand side, you can see they use multiple colors and even some different additional rows, because they thought maybe there could be potential things that they wanted to write. And then key phrases and words in this middle one, in the middle part, and all kinds of different topics even. So, and I love the one on the bottom right. So their hopes and dreams were really about feeling content or positivity or health or confidence. So that's a topic as well. There's another one on the top left was, I probably can't read it really good, but what will old be like? Will I be a grandmother? Am I good enough? Career and marriage, kind of all of those things, I think, were things that person was thinking about. The middle one here, it really talks about, could I purchase properties? And for Airbnb potential, planning designs, researching businesses. Those were some of the things in the middle one. And then the one in the upper right is, will I find love? How will I do I really want to be a CNA? And how will I feel if I don't become a CNA? So some business related, some feelings related, some personal related. So you can kind of see, you can take this wherever you want to be. And I think that's pretty exciting that it can be whatever you want it to be. Whatever your rainbow is, whatever your hopes and dreams are, it doesn't have to be just one hope or dream. It can be any hope and dream. And so I would like to, I'm going to put the instructions back up here so that you can see it. And I'm happy to go back and forth, just right in the chat if you'd like me to go back to some of the examples. I'm going to just put on some music, and I would just like you to focus on the outer arc, which is writing your dreams and wonders. What are your hopes and dreams? And so create your rainbow, and then let's just listen to one song and fill out what your hopes and dreams are. And then I'll come back on camera and I'll stop the music, and then we're going to focus on what questions, what's keeping you from doing this? What's keeping you, what questions could you ask to unblock that? So I'm going to stop my camera and I'm going to play a song and we will get started. All right. All right, I'm seeing a lot of amazing things, hopes and dreams, wonders about what could happen. I'm going to just read a few. One person would love to go to grad school for counseling. Another person feeling at ease, feeling more peace with life. Another comment, enjoying delight activities this summer. One person wants a kayak for herself and a cruise. Another person put in strong family relationships, and I love that one. One person wrote being a writer. One, I relate to this one as well, peace with your body. That's really an important one. And then another one I love, starting a support group, because there isn't one in her area, and what a great dream to do that. So these are fabulous ideas. These are great starts to thinking about things that are potential dreams and wonders for you. And I think, again, keep sharing, because I know that in the chat you're inspiring other people. You're helping this community really kind of probably unlock some ideas for one another. And so you can continue to kind of flesh those out a little bit more. I would like you to now go to that middle arc, maybe choose another color, whatever you want to do to be creative. But as you think about that dream or that goal or wonder, maybe think about some questions. And I'm going to go back to mine and share with you and just really tell you a little bit about what I uncovered when I thought about my dream of starting this online business. The first thing that came up for me, and I wrote right in the middle, is what if I fail? So my fear of failure and can I really do this is holding me back, because nobody wants to fail, right? And what if I fail? I know in my head, I'm a professional. I know that failing, you always learn from it. And then things get better and you grow. And my other thought is, why do I think I can do this? There's probably other things out there, and maybe I'm too old to start something new. And am I really serious about this? And what about my day job, right? I have a day job and I do lots of other things, and what will others think? So that fear again creeps in. Are there duplicate products out there? Thank you, Jeanette, never too old. There are days I feel old, like, can I really take on a new thing? So I've kept this idea to myself. One, because I don't want somebody else to steal the idea. So there's the whole business thing around it, is like, how do you take it to that next step? And then I need my family support, obviously. And then I don't have, I probably have contacts and resources, but where do I start with that? So all of these things are the things that I think are blocking me, and I haven't truly thought through every single one of them, but it's kind of the open questions that you're thinking to yourself about this dream that you just wrote down. So those that want to become a writer, or peace with your body, or grad school for counseling, or enjoying and delighting activities this summer, what would prevent you? What's in the way? What kind of questions could you ask yourself? What's holding you back? Think about some questions that you could frame to yourself. And again, this is just to you. Nobody needs to see this, but what would help you get unstuck? And so I would like you to start filling in that second arc. And I'm going to play another song, and we will see you back here in just a couple minutes. Hello and welcome back. Sorry, my music is messing up here. Sorry about that. We are still on the second band. Sorry. It's not stopping for some reason. Let me just hang on one second. I think I got it now. That was the second one. We're going to work on the actions next. Before we do, I'd like to reflect a little bit on some of the things I was seeing in the chat, and I'm seeing a lot of commonalities, and I think a lot of us are feeling some of the same types of things. One, imposter syndrome, and I'm not sure if all of you know what that is, but feeling like we're not good enough, or we're not living up to what we say we are. I love this one. Will discomfort lead me to my next purpose? I love that question. That's a really good question. There was another one about boundaries as well, and that is just so important to know what our boundaries are, but also then to really understand how do we work with those people that don't respect our boundaries. Another one is lack of trust in ourselves, and really having that confidence and understanding where we're at, and really understanding what our values are, what our goals are. I love somebody just put in SMART goals. SMART goals can really help us reach what we're trying to accomplish. And I think I did a SMART goal activity in January. So anybody wants more about that, just put your name in the chat too, and Jennifer maybe can jot that down. Another one, what if my health deteriorates? What if my children no longer need me? What if my idea is not financially sound? So lots of really good comments, and I think these are all things that we need to really consider and think about. And I think the next step will really be important for us to think about what are the actions, what are the things, as I think about each of those questions in the second arc of the rainbow, what are the actions that I can do to unblock each of those questions? Can I set a SMART goal? Can I find a partner or a colleague or a friend or family member to help me get through that feeling of lack of confidence or trust in myself? Can I share my idea with somebody? I'm going to go back to my example here. Oops, the wrong way. So is my idea is it too big? Is it so can I find a mentor? Do I need a business plan? Can I create a team? I put SMART goals for each phase. So break it down in smaller pieces. Do I just do a pilot project? Affirmations. The affirmations can be something that I can include in my Silk and Sonder journal just to get over that feeling of inadequacy. Create a business plan, save money, believe in me, find a mentor. There's other people that have done these things. So, and then I just say, just do it. Just start small, create myself with, create deadlines. So those are some of the actions that I can do to overcome the things in the blue arc so that I can reach the things in the dream arc. And so I'd like for us to think about, and thanks Jennifer for finding those SMART goals. They're really helpful in really finding ourselves attainable goals. And you can have many SMART goals for one dream. And so that's the kind of fun thing about it. And so let's look at our actions, and I'm going to turn my camera off and I'm going to play you a song and fill out your actions to uncover those roadblocks to reach your dreams. And I will see you back here in just a little bit. All right, welcome back, everyone. I'm seeing some really thoughtful actions in the chat, and I know it's not an easy activity, and you're probably just beginning to put some real action plans in place. And again, this activity isn't meant to be the completion of this rainbow, but it's really just to start to get your thoughts and mind turning. And I'd just like to read a few of them. Somebody put down a couples retreat, and I think it's probably relating strong family relationships and keeping that moving forward. And I think just really investing time and energy in what matters most is good. I love this other one, finding joy in the smallest things. And I love that you put a positive emotion into that action, because when we really connect to positive emotions, even like you said, in the smallest things, small doses frequently throughout our days, it can have such a profound impact in our happiness. And so just including that in your action plan can have a really great impact on our lives. And so I love that you put that in there. Another person put make goals non-negotiable. So how might we write our SMART goal or create our goals so that we can reach our dreams? Non-negotiable. So creating them to be aggressive yet attainable, and putting timelines around them that we really think that we can be, that can be met. Somebody put try new things, using our Silk and Sonder journal and practicing. And then I love this as well. Peace comes when I honor where I'm at in my journey. And I think that's really a profound statement, because we can always be striving for the new things, striving for the things ahead of us, striving for the things that we want to be and where we want to come at with things in the future. But really also it's, where are we right now, and can we be thankful for what position we're in and now and what we have right now, and being at peace with where we're at in that journey and what rainbow is in front of us right now, and taking a moment to pause and really look at the current dreams that we've met. And I think accepting that. And so I love that. I don't remember who wrote that, but I think that is really profound. So focusing on the positive, and really, I think just knowing that there are things that can become unblocked by actions, by being present, by really noticing where we're at, and what dream, what hope, and really turning to wonder, using our curiosity and staying away from that judgment. I think when we start to judge ourselves and be hard on ourselves and not trust ourselves, we can flip that word judgment into wonder and think about, I wonder, why am I feeling this way? I'm curious to know why I might not trust myself, or why I might not have faith in why I think I'm too old to start a new business, or why do I think I couldn't gather a team to help me start this pilot project? And then start that SMART goal to think about, okay, here's how I need to just do this next phase. What needs to happen in the next 2 weeks? I don't have to think about the next 6 months. I just need to break it down for myself so that I can just begin to build that confidence in myself. And so I'm just loving what I'm seeing in the chat, and I feel like people have a good start on their Wonder Rainbow. I know Jennifer has my playlist. She can share that for you in the chat this evening. But I'd also just really like to thank you for coming. If you feel like sharing what you've completed with your rainbow so far in the Sonder Club, we'd love you to do that. These 2 QR codes are, if you're not in Sonder Club yet, you can take your phone and just put your camera up to the QR code, and that's how you get access to Sonder Club. If you don't have that should get you access. There's the link. Thanks, Jennifer, putting the link in. If that is easier for you. Sometimes people are on their phones on the social, so the link is there. You can also do that. Marsha, you're never too old. I'm 87 and learning to play piano. That just warms my heart. Thank you so much for being here and for being part of this group. And I started playing piano when I was 4, so love that. You are amazing. So you are my inspiration. And so the next slide is really, we'd love to hear how you feel like this activity resonated with you tonight. How you loved the Wonder Rainbow, the dreams, the questions, the actions. And then, so that's the top QR code, and Jennifer has the link to the survey. And if there's anything else that you want to hear from us, we did see the note that you'd like more notes pages. We will note that and bring that up to headquarters if you have any questions about anything Silk and Sonder. The email for Silk and Sonder headquarters is hello@silkandsonder.com. They are more than happy to answer any questions for you. Again, breaking up with perfect. We all need to do more of that. It's just getting started. It's continuing the practice. And what we love about Silk and Sonder is that you get to start over every day, and that it's here for us, and whatever way we want to use it, whenever we want to use it. And we are here as a community to support and love one another. And we see you in Sonder Club for sure. We are always there. Ever need to reach out, that's where we are. And Jennifer and I will hopefully see you on another Sonder Social. With that, I am going to let you go just a few minutes early. If you want to stick around and listen to my final song, here you go. Have a wonderful, safe, relaxing evening, a great week ahead, and we will see you soon.
Dare to dream really do come true. A star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops high above the chimney tops. That's where